One of the biggest complaints when it came to the Oculus Quest VR headset was the requirement of needing a Facebook account just to use it. This was a massive turnoff to many consumers and was a sole reason why some decided to not pick up a Quest headset. That is all changing in the next Quest update. Version 43 is currently being rolled out, which is going to allow users to create new Meta accounts instead of Facebook accounts. Facebook accounts are going to be phased out, and Meta accounts will be required for all, including existing users, and must be migrated over to by January 1st, 2023. I have been seeing a lot of reactions about this news over the past few weeks, and it seems that many people are declaring this as a massive victory for privacy. We all know about Facebook and their infamous data scandals, so not needing a Facebook account anymore must be a win for VR users, right? Well, not exactly. If you are someone who's excited that the Facebook account requirement is going to be replaced with a new Meta account requirement, then please let me know your reasoning in the comments below. Because as a software engineer myself, I don't see any true difference between these two accounts in terms of privacy. As far as data collection and privacy goes, I don't see any difference in Facebook or Meta accounts, and to be honest, Meta accounts could end up being even worse than Facebook accounts. Now, not everything is bad about these new Meta accounts. In fact, they will ultimately be better for the Quest user experience. Please note, when I talk about user experience in this context, I am not talking about anything related to data tracking or privacy. Here's an actual issue with the Quest 2 headset in 2022. You can buy a $400 to $500 piece of tech, buy an additional $100 worth of games, and maybe save $50 on accessories to improve your experience, such as the Kiwi Design upgraded Elite strap. I'll leave an affiliate link down in the description below for Kiwi Design, and you can use the coupon code DevelopOurHunt to get 5% off your order, which is a great way to help support the channel. Okay, so now you have invested $550 to $650 on your new device. Now, in a completely non-VR/gaming related area in your life, let's imagine you cross the line and end up getting yourself banned on Facebook, a social network that is completely free to sign up for. Because you just got your Facebook account banned, which is a requirement needed to be able to operate the Quest VR headset, your headset is now bricked. That's right, even the games you have purchased can no longer be used. Your only hope to continue to use your VR device would be to reach out to Facebook support to try to get your account unbanned, which I highly doubt is a good experience. The fact that in 2022, you can buy a piece of tech that can be bricked by actions taken on not said device is honestly the dumbest shit I've ever heard. So to address this, Meta is going to completely phase out the use of Facebook accounts for login and switch them to Meta accounts, which is actually going to end up being two separate accounts. Confusing, right? On the Quest 2 headset, there are two main things you can do with it. You can purchase, download, and play games just like you can on an Xbox or PlayStation, or you can explore the metaverse in apps such as Meta's Horizon Worlds or VR Chat. These VR social apps are a lot like 20 or so person chat rooms where you are represented by an avatar and you can voice chat and play games with other users represented by their avatars. Well, because these chat rooms are really just like any other internet chat room or forum, and all the users are hiding behind avatars which can be completely unrealistic, such as in VR chat, you can imagine these spaces are prone to harassment and other dark internet activities. The social media aspects of these apps are not that much different from using Facebook, so you can expect the terms of service to constantly be changing over the years and users having to keep up with these changes in order to not get banned. That said, not everyone wants a Quest 2 headset for social experiences. In my opinion, I appreciate VR way more as a gaming platform, which is why I'm creating my own single-player VR game. I don't think someone who doesn't care about the social VR metaverse apps, but decides to hop into one to mess around and performs an action that ends up getting them banned, that they should also be banned from their gaming experience on their $650 gaming investment. Meta is addressing this issue by requiring two different Meta accounts, one for the headset itself to keep track of your digital purchases, and a separate Meta Horizon profile for the social experience. That way, users can get banned in the social media-like app and not have their gaming purchases affected by that ban. I'm not an expert on Facebook's terms of services to really comment on the specifics, but of course pretty dark stuff happens on the internet that should result in bans. So although confusing, I do think this two-account structure Meta is rolling out is going to be a better user experience for VR users in the long run, but this is not why I see people celebrating the death of the Facebook account requirement. I keep seeing talks that it's a win for data collection and privacy since Facebook accounts are bad because of previous data scandals. People refuse to make a Facebook account because they don't want to be tracked and other privacy concerns, but they will happily create a Meta account. To me, this makes absolutely no sense at all. Both Facebook accounts and Meta accounts are both owned by the same company. In fact, having these data sets separate is honestly probably much easier to work with from a data data analyst standpoint, as the Facebook webpage or mobile app and the Quest VR headset are completely different experiences. Having both of those data sets mixed together was probably not that easy to work with, and Meta probably benefits more from the split. Because both Meta accounts and Facebook accounts are both stored in the same company's servers, this is essentially the same data collection-wise as only having the Facebook account. For users who had no problem with the Facebook account requirement, they will have to put up with the one-time inconvenience of transitioning to the new 2 Meta account structure, and then life continues as normal. On Meta's end, they probably do have separate servers and databases for storing Facebook account data and Meta account data. However, these datasets would be incredibly easy to cross-reference each other to find out which Facebook account users and Meta account users are the same person. It could be as simple as if the users use the same email for setting up both accounts, or by using the user's IP address that they can get by being connected to the user's home Wi-Fi. For the users that refuse to create a Facebook account, but are going to be okay with having a Meta account, we're never going to have a Facebook account anyways. If they now decide to get into Meta's ecosystem just because they no longer need a Facebook account, it really doesn't even matter, as now Meta has found a way to collect data on them if they didn't already have a shadow profile for that person. This same thing can be said with Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. If you don't use Facebook, but use any of those apps, then your data is being sent to Meta, period. Whether or not you are logging into your VR headset with a Facebook account or a Meta account, your data is going to the same place. So again, besides the fix to the one account ban bricking all of your offline content, I don't see any data collection or privacy related benefits with these new accounts. In fact, you can argue that the Meta account is going to collect even worse data than the Facebook accounts. The Quest 2 headset has 4 cameras on the outside that are used for the Guardian safety features, which can also perform hand tracking, and later eye tracking is going to become a VR tech standard. The cameras could theoretically allow them to see the room you are using the headset in. The built-in mic can hear everything you say while using the headset, and fitness game apps can give them an idea of how fit you are. This data can ultimately be much more beneficial to Meta when it comes to trying to figure out what products to try to sell you in future advertising models. But really, this is nothing new. If you have a smartphone, whether it be an iPhone or an Android, then these companies already have all that kind of data. It all comes down to who has your data, not if they have your data. And let's not even get into how much data Amazon can collect on you, especially if you own any of their smart home devices, including Echo smart speakers, Ring doorbells, or now Roomba vacuums. They can get an even better picture of your entire living space than Meta will be able to from their VR headset. Now, I don't want to spiral too deep into the what-ifs here, as I'm just speculating on what they can do with these devices. I don't know if they are collecting and storing all this information all the time or not, but they have the technical ability to do so, and as soon as you have any of these devices in your house, they can flip the switch in any software update and begin collecting at any time. So even if the Meta account is not supposed to collect more data than Facebook accounts do, the hardware is still in your hands, and there is nothing stopping them from starting to collect later in the future. I'm not trying to paint a scary Big Brother picture for the sake of saying never touch any of these smart products. I have a VR headset, a ton of smart devices, and an iPhone. I have a Facebook account, Instagram, and all those social media apps. But I am also aware of the data collection and have pretty much accepted a long time ago that they will be collecting my data and other privacy concerns for the benefit and conveniences these devices and services offer. And I know I'm not alone with that, as these big tech companies didn't become these corporate giants because people weren't addicted to their products and services. So yeah, the Facebook account requirement is going to be phased out of the Quest 2 ecosystem by January 1st, 2023. If you are someone who did not want to get a Quest headset because of the Facebook requirement, but are now okay, hell, even happy about the new Meta account change, and you use any of the products or services that have been mentioned in this video, or from any other tech giant, then please let me know in the comments what it is about these Meta accounts that you like more than the Facebook accounts. Is there any other feature that's being added to these Meta accounts that I do not know about? I would love to hear more about this to see if I am missing anything here. But as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to data and privacy, I do not see any difference between the Facebook and Meta account, which is something I already acknowledged when I bought my Quest 2 headset back in December 2021. I do think the two-type account structure is ultimately better, and the original requirement of needing a Facebook account to use a Quest 2 headset was a dumb idea from the beginning. But yeah, I also don't really see the Meta account requirement to be as crazy of a win as others tend to make it sound. Again, please let me know your thoughts in the comments, as I would love to discuss more. If you made it this far in the video, then please click like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it is a huge help for the channel. You can also find my other social media links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.